Thinking of visiting Hanoi? There's no other place like it. It has leafy avenues with a fusion of French and Asian architecture, noisy motorbikes that power through the ancient streets. And there's no escaping the lovely aromas of noodle soups and meaty broths from roadside cafes. But before you come, this is what you need to know. We'll give you all the best tips on how to get around, where to stay, what to see and do, and what to eat, to make your first trip stress-free. We'll make sure you're covered from the moment you land and advise on how best to stay connected during your trip. So let's get into it. As the capital of Vietnam, there's lots to see, do, and eat whilst here. You'll see inviting pagodas, intriguing museums, lakeside Tai Chi, and shops selling the finest silks, as well as amazing food and vibrant nightlife. This laid-back city hosts some of the friendliest people and most beautiful landscapes. It truly has something for everyone, and we'll show you why. Before we begin, you should know that English is widely spoken, alongside Vietnamese as the official language. The main currency is the Vietnamese dong. Credit cards are widely accepted, but you still may need cash for food stalls or small purchases. With ATMs accepting international bank cards, and are easily found around Hanoi's tourist areas. Vietnam has a tropical climate with high temperatures throughout the year. As with most tropical destinations, there are both dry and wet seasons. Although even during the rainy seasons, there is usually plenty of hot, perfect sunny days, with rainfall usually short and sharp, which clears quickly. Hanoi shares its climate with North Vietnam, which is typically mild compared to the more tropical south. Their chilly winters are from November to February, and the monsoon season is from June to August. We would recommend visiting from October to December, with average temperatures around 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll be pleased to know that getting around Hanoi is easy. Many of its wonderful tourist attractions, restaurants, shopping areas and hotels are all located close to each other. You'll soon see that the favored way of getting around the city is motorbikes, although taxis, buses and private cars are available if you need to go further afield. The most popular has got to be motorbike taxis. It's a quick and inexpensive way of getting around and will be easily found in busy tourist areas. Like many motorbike taxis in Asia, none of them will be metered, so make sure you bargain for the best price. A pro tip is to ask a friendly local or hotel concierge how much a journey should cost to get a good idea, and make sure you write down your hotel and destination, as many of the drivers will speak limited English. Taxis are also a great option if traveling further afield, with luggage, or if you prefer an air-conditioned environment. These will be fitted with meters and are reasonable on the whole, although can be slower due to extreme traffic during peak times. If in the Old Quarter, try a cycle. They're an exciting and inexpensive way to get around the narrow streets. Buses are also available if you want to experience local life. Local buses are colored in red, white and yellow, and have regular routes across many of the famous attractions. There are a number of great areas in Hanoi, each with their own charms. We'll take you through some of the best, from budget to luxury. A good all-rounder and the perfect place if visiting for the first time would be to stay in the Old Quarter, locally known as Hong Kim. It's one of the best neighborhoods to stay in, located in the center of Hanoi, and will have backpacking to luxury options available here. You'll be in the heart of the city and have your choice of restaurants and street food. If you'd rather stay closer to nightlife, then West Lake or Tay Ho is a great choice. This area is known as where the expats hang out. You'll find a broad range of upscale accommodation and great dining options. Many of the city's upscale hotels are located here. If traveling with family, then Ba Dinh is a great option. Located close to some of Hanoi's biggest landmarks such as the Temple of Literature, or the Imperial Citadel, it's a great area to get over to the key sites, and has a more laid-back vibe compared to the Old Quarter. Although it should be noted that this area is located a little outside of the city center, and so won't have as many food options around. Those looking for a bustling shopping environment, but also close to all the attractions and places to eat, then Hai Ba Trung is the place for you. Located right next to the Old Quarter, it's surrounded by plenty of shops for all tastes and budgets with plenty of restaurants and cafes. No visit to Hanoi is complete without having some of the authentic Vietnamese food. This ancient city is famous for some amazing dishes. There's way too many to list, but we'll take you through some of the must-tries. We found that the best tasting and unforgettable dishes were made on sidewalks with locals, rather than restaurants. One of the most famous is pho. This classic dish cannot be missed and is made of flat noodle soup, made of a tasty meat broth, and commonly cooked with beef or chicken. This flagrant soup has slices of meat and fresh herbs, and will leave you wanting more. Or why not try the egg coffee? I appreciate this sounds strange, but it's a must-try when in the city. It's more of a dessert than coffee in a cup, and can be found across the city and enjoyed by many locals. And goes great with banh mi, a local take on the French baguette. Locals use rice flour to create a light crispy baguette and is filled with a variety of ingredients. If like us, you're used to having all the information available at the snap of a finger and need to be connected during your visit, and enjoy the convenience of having access to maps, and finding recommended places to eat or help communicate without having to rely on public Wi-Fi, then picking up a SIM card is a must. There are 3 major networks in Hanoi, each offering competitive options. We would recommend picking this up at the airport, as tourists will need to present their passport upon purchasing a SIM and will cost around $9. We would recommend Viettel, as it had the best coverage and tourist packages at the time. Vietnam's capital has lots to offer, from old world charm and rich heritage, with Chinese and French influences. Whilst in the city, be sure to explore the Old Quarter. Soak in the hustle and bustle and indulge in some of the amazing street food on offer. You'll be amazed by some of the colonial culture. Why not unwind and watch the world go by, at one of the many rooftop bars and cafes? Whilst exploring this city, you'll notice some of the fine examples of street art all over. Visit the unique train street. This is home to a train line that runs through a compact section of houses and shops. You can witness this in action several times throughout the day. A pro tip would be to head over to one of the overlooking cafes with balconies that overlook the rail tracks. The prices are good and the beer is ice cold. One of Hanoi's most picturesque places of worship has to be the Temple of Literature. It is extremely well preserved and is located within a huge site with a beautiful park with many other temples, towers and shops in the vicinity. If you want to be right in the heart of the action, then a visit to Hanoi's Beer Street is a must. This street is filled with bars, with each of the vendors all trying to compete for your attention and sell you their brand of beer. The challenge here will be finding an empty table. Marvel at the Imperial Citadel of Thang, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that dates back to 1010. Whilst here, be sure to check out the nearby Hanoi Flag Tower, standing at 41 meters high. Or check out Ho Chi Minh's Mausoleum, the final resting place of the former leader. Here you'll get to witness the changing of the guard ceremony. Although note that lines can be long, so try to visit early. For the weekends, head over to the night walking market. Held on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays in the evening, you'll be sure to find a bargain. Make sure you brush up on your haggling skills. You'll find all sorts from cheap t-shirts, independent crafts to replica items. With its stunning architecture, rich history, and relaxed lifestyle, Hanoi is a must-visit destination for any traveler. Whether you're seeking a culinary break or simply to soak up the rich history and culture, it has something for everyone. Thanks for checking out this video. If this was helpful, please give this video a like. And if you would like to hear more pro tips from our travels, then please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon, so you receive notifications every time we post a new video.